Not a single piece of Indian Satwario has been wasted in the whole process. Whatever wastage was left over, we used that as well for making a mural of Adi Yogi. Further, the wastage was even used for making terrazzo of the whole house instead of paint. So we bought this house January 2020. And the moment we entered, like, it's clear that this is the space we really want to be. We opened the window and like ocean all around, and that was clear that there's a peace in this house. Then came those dangerous days of COVID-19 first wave, and we had a lot of time to think over what we really want to do. Considering the feel of the house, we were like sure that we really want that ethnic feel, and that could only happen if we inculcate Indian stones in our design. And that's how we really got charged up like Indian stone. I am myself very passionate about it, so I thought let's just have some inputs with the architects, and that's when Chintan Shah came in.
I met Jigar like when I started my practice. I used to always go at his store and always get inspired by the natural materials he keeps. I started up with a material palette, and obviously a lot of materials came from his store. It was natural stone, which I love to use. The whole warm color palette, like local materials, Indian materials, Make in India house concept, which I wanted to build, that came into the picture. The whole flow of the house was using of natural materials. So we went for the marble floor, which is again an Indian marble. Then on walls we plan to use terrazzo, which was the waste from the marble which we had used on the floor, and then we crushed it into pieces and we use it on the wall. And the big slabs which are cut and which were cut in a irregular fashion were used on the bedrooms, where we made a little crazy flooring. So a lot of thought was given to the material perspective in terms of what we are using. We are not wasting as a resource.
I remember he asked me saying, can we have kota somewhere? I'm like, wow, like kota is like something which I really wanted. So he's like, let's have coving out of kota. So the skirting that you generally see is like straight, but then he asked us to get it coved, and that is how the detailing started. Not just that, he was not even happy with the normal kota put on the walls. He's like, let's just find some textures on it. And that got me motivated so well. I had to go to mines and find those pieces where, I mean, those are limited edition kota. We call it kota waves. And that's when this kota waves finished was invented like 1.5 years back.
So I think that bathroom, the kota bathroom, is the one of a kind. And even the bedroom, the master bed, is like, we were having a lot of wardrobes beside the beds, which I don't want to highlight. So again, how to camouflage it and how to make it look that there's some kind of a texture to the wall. That then Jigar came that I have some stone veneers with me, so how we can use this. So
the white veneer as well. Generally you get those darker colors, but then it took little pain, but then we could find a white color veneer, and that's really interesting by itself, like just 2 mm thin.
Jigar and his family was very, they were very clear that they wanted some kind of Shiva in his living room in terms of any artwork. So posed a whole mosaic drawing to him that this is how we will do up a Shiva. And then the whole Adi Yogi been done in a mosaic, and only the moon is being done in one color, which is my sofa, which complements my sofa, and it balances it up in a way that it looks like it is made for that wall. We were exploring a lot of pen and light in different stores. The thing was not striking us, it is not looking that this is a India modern house. And so we come up with an idea of there's an art, but there's an art like it's like a hidden somewhere where you can see it's like a peekaboo kind of a thing. So we did a whole mosaic thing inside the whole semicircular pendant, and we had a whole patina finish, like a whole hammered look. Again, lot of thing we need to break, and we need to put some heavy supports on the ceiling, and we have to hang it. That was the whole process, but eventually it had turned out to a very beautiful piece of art. When I entered the house, I wanted a thing which was like a little darker thing, which stand out from the whole the light the light terrazzo which is all on the walls. So we had this stone, basalt stone. So whole basalt stone has been chipped, and the textures have been created, and we had put it on this whole the entry wall, which when you open the door, it strikes you just right in front of you, and that's the whole, I would say, a wow point in the living room.
Or if you see the long pieces of 4 feet by 1 feet as such, and that I took up as a challenge, let's just find those pieces, and if at all it happens, it's going to be wow, never done before by anyone. That really happened. It was a little pain, thoda time gaya, but then we could get bigger pieces, and that really stands out really well than the smaller ones. I keep doing R&D, so I saw a Kota which had brass on it naturally. So I just sent him an image. He's like, yeah, cool, yeah, we can use this use the stone as your frames, like art element. I said like love at first sight kind. I just saw it finished, like just need this. So that was one thing that really happened nice, and everybody whoever enters in my room has to touch that Kota, really brass or se chipka hai kuch. So we had this black machina, the Indian black machina, kept aside, and nice figures and stuff. So he gave me the design. Let's just make those Cadbury out of it and pour it in a terrazzo. That again was a very, very satisfying feeling. We waited for 2 months to finish the dining table, but then it was worth it. It never seen before for sure.
I think for the parents' bedroom, which is very, I would say, a very muted and a sober look, where the whole color palette is very monochromatic in terms of the beige of the terrazzo, like a light cream, and then it flows towards the bed and the whole bedding.
Dad really wanted the space to be very subtle. He doesn't like so many colors, and also so that the fact that he doesn't walk so much. It's a different case that he is not with us right now, but back then when we were talking about designs, he was quite sure that I wanted something to hold on while I'm walking to the bathroom, or even while walking around the bedroom. We wanted something for him so that he could hold on and walk, since he could not walk so well. So he designed it so well. There were a lot of furniture pieces yet kept neatly, yet he could hold on to them and walk, so that we really didn't want it to have those ugly looking hangers around wherein he had to hold on. So even if you see it in the bathroom, he had this grooves done nicely on the finger level, wherein he could really hold on to that if at all he feels the need of holding something.
When I was designing Puja's kitchen, so we had used a granite top, which is again from his workshop, and then we used it again with a teak, which is all over the house, which again you come in and you feel the same vibes. Then we went half granite, and then we above it, we didn't want it to do whole tile look, so we again went with the whole terrazzo.
I mean, the whole thing was going so well, and then came our Vastu guy, who came in बीच में से ये तोड़ो वरना घर में अशांति आ जाएगी. So let's just break it right away. We don't like Ashanti. So then I came to this boss, Vastu guy is coming. He's asked to broke the floor, and it is that to the center bit of it. So what do we do? 2 days I was stressed, doing up so many things, doing up the whole floor and then breaking it again. So he came up with a very good idea, let's just break it, use those pieces back and make crazy in then also. I said, it's wonderful. Everything fell into place so nice. We really didn't want it to think more of it. But ठीक है, done and dusted, and just do it. And 2 days, kitchen also done clearly. I really feel that I should redo this place again just to get the roller coaster going really well. I enjoyed the whole process of going up and down so well that I missed that process more than this house. The craving was satisfying. All my stonework craving, I feel I've achieved karma out of finishing this house. But all in all, the whole experience was wonderful. I really miss the process of making this house.